Hey, you guys, it's Christina. And today I want to help you with the one key that you need to know to keep your Facebook page happy and active and allows you to still run your real estate business so you don't get sucked in to all that you need to do on Facebook to keep it going and then give it up when you get busy in real estate. So I'm going to give you that key. In fact, I'm going to give you the key along with 5 very specific things to do to make this all work for you. I'm Christina with Leads and Leverage, and I help real estate agents create more time, make more money, and enjoy the journey. So we are going to have fun today. And if you want the notes, I have the notes, the resources, and the checklist. If you want it all, just type "send me the key" in the comments below, and then go check your messenger because I'm going to send it to you via messenger. Hi, John. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Dave. Hi, Misty. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me. And remember, just comment, send me the key below, and I will send you the full notes. There's a lot for today. All right. So there is actually one key to keeping your Facebook page happy and active and being able to continue doing all of the stuff you got to do in your real estate business. Like, I don't know, show property, take listing appointments, write contracts, all that stuff. So we're going to talk about that today. Here's the first thing that you need to remember before I actually jump into the key. The first thing you need to remember is that your Facebook page is not a billboard or a brochure. It is not. We think it is because it's on the internet and, but it is not. What it is a virtual extension of you, and it must reflect what your consumer wants from you. So what do you think people want from you? I mean, let's be positive and real. What do they need from you? What I do know they do not want your constant pitching of "I heart referrals" or "who do you know that's looking to buy or sell." There's a time and place for those things. That is not on your Facebook business page. No, they do not want your constant pitching. They don't. They're going to completely ignore you. But what they do want is what's in it for them. What makes their life worth living? What makes it meaningful? And I mean it in a contextual way. Where do they live? What is their lifestyle like? What do they want from their life and their lifestyle? Give them that. And I'll get into a little bit more specifics on this. So you need to know that your Facebook business page is not a billboard or a brochure. It is a virtual extension of you. It is you in the virtual world. So just pretend it's a virtual reality you. And if you wouldn't walk around to every single person that you see that you've never met before and say, "Hey, I heart your referrals. Hey, I got a new listing. Hey, I have an open house." If you wouldn't actually walk into a grocery store and do that, if you wouldn't walk into the library and do that, if you wouldn't walk into an event and do that, then don't do it on your Facebook business page. This is you. It's your reputation. It's everything. It's you. They want what's in it for them. All right. The topic here is, though, you needed to understand that first so we can move to the next one. But the topic here is, how do you keep your Facebook page happy and active while also running your real estate business? In other words, how do you keep it going even when you're busy? This is why real estate agents really deal with the whole feast and famine thing, because we are hungry in the winter. So we're working and doing our marketing, hopefully doing the things that we need to do that gets us our business in the summer. And in the summer, when we're busy, we don't have time, I put quotes around that because we choose what we do and don't do, but we don't have time around to do those same things we were doing before. So they don't get done. And so then what happens? We sink back down into the famine because we didn't do the stuff that we needed to do. Remember, everything you're doing as a real estate agent today is going to reflect 100 days from now. In other words, today, if you choose not to do your lead generation or marketing, whatever you're supposed to be doing today or tomorrow or the next day, this week, you're going to pay for it in 100 days. You're not going to have business at that point. if you do it, it actually like works on itself. So you want to make sure that you are being consistent. So how do you be consistent? How do you keep your Facebook page happy and active so that you can get cheap ad costs, so that you can drive people from it into your database and keep doing the stuff that you need to do for the business when you're busy? How do you do that? How do you balance your time? How do you not get sucked into your page or sucked into the technical aspects of your business, forsaking your page? The key is creating consistent content. You're probably going, yeah, Christina, I get it. Now, how do I do that? Well, that's what I'm actually going to talk to you about today. So the key is creating consistent content, but how do you do it? If you've tried posting on your page every day, like you go on every day and you post on it, you know that you can do it for, a few days, and then you just run out of ideas, or you get busy, or something else comes up, or anything at all. Maybe you just don't want to be on social that day, or it doesn't matter what it is. Life gets in the way, or you just like, again. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk you through 5 ways, the 5 things that I do, exactly what I do to help create consistent content. The 5 things that I do to do this. So I'm going to help you this. The number one thing, and actually I want to ask a question from you guys. I want you guys to listen through the next 5 things, and then I want you to share with me what was most useful for you in your situation. Out of these 5 things, what was most useful for you? And if you'll share that in the comments below, that would be great. So number 1, some of these are just going to sound like duh, but I'm going to get into a little bit of specifics. Number 1 is plan ahead. Here's what I mean by that. Always be thinking ahead. Even if you can't use something now, you can use it later. So you always want to be curating both ideas and ready-made content created. So curating and creating. Now, someone I know, a friend of mine, is amazing at this. Her name is Jennifer Allwood, and she is simply amazing at constantly putting ideas. She'll be in a store. She works with creatives. And so she'll be in a store and she'll find all kinds of creative things, or she'll be out somewhere. She takes pictures like you would not believe. Well, you guys can do this too. You've got a smartphone. I'm assuming as a realtor, you have one of these guys, smartphone, and you could be taking pictures constantly. You're in a store, you see something funny mug, funny saying, cute picture, cute, whatever it is, take pictures of it. You never know how you might use it later. And that's what she does. So she's always thinking in future, in content future. And so she's got a plethora of photos and ideas that she's been gathering. So always be creating both ideas and ready-made content. When you're creating your ideas, or you're getting your ideas, one of the things that I use is, I'm actually going to do a second video on this because this one's kind of long, but I do a lot of like voice note taking, etc. So you guys need to be always looking at things, even if you're not sure how you're going to use it. See, this is how, one of the things that I always admire is people who can go to yard sales and find something and think, oh, I could do that with it, boom, boom, boom. And they grab it and they turn it into this amazing piece, right? Well, a lot of people who do that aren't sure what they're going to turn it into, but they grab it knowing that they'll figure something else out later. And that's what I want you to do with your planning ahead. I want you to be looking at, just take pictures. If you see a neat art piece, a neat architecture, whatever it is, take pictures, lots of pictures, and curate those for later. You see great articles that trigger something in you, grab those and save those to help. So plan ahead, always be thinking ahead, even if you don't know how you're going to use something, even if you don't need to use it now. Okay. All right. Number 2 is use a content calendar. Know what's coming up, whether it's a holiday or a local event, or even one of like National Cheesecake Day or something like that, or the Super Bowl or whatever. Have a content calendar where you throw in your ideas and notes, and where you're looking at it enough that ideas trigger in you. So if you know like random stuff, one of the things that we're doing in our Cork Trek business is we're putting together a whole bunch of videos around different reasons that people or different ways and reasons that people can celebrate using wine. And so we've gone through Punch Bowl. I should have put that in the resources. I didn't, but we went through like all the every single day, it's the day of something. in the US. I am sure that this is probably the same in Canada and other countries, but the US is like really famous for having a day celebrating everything, right? So one of those days is National Cheesecake Day. So we're actually planning on creating a video for National Cheesecake Day. I have no idea when National Cheesecake Day is, but that is one of the ones that we're going to be doing. We'll just do it ahead. We'll plan it ahead. So another one that we'll be doing, and what you could do is for National Cheesecake Day, you could take pictures of some of the places or restaurants that, guess what, offer the best cheesecake in your community and share those. Super easy. If you've got it figured out, like if you're like taking these pictures and you have them, you can schedule them ahead of time. Yeah, kind of nice. So here's the next step. Number 3. So number 1 was plan ahead. Number 2 is use a content calendar. Number 3 is batch your creation. Collect your photos, create your content. And so, for example, our Leads and Leverage members, this month, we're actually going through a monthly challenge. And it's 21 days of photos. And every single day, I'm going to be giving them a new resource, a new idea of where to go and take photos, what to take photos of. Every single day is themed, and we're going to be doing that. So we're going to be batching our photos, 21 days of photos we're going to do 21 days, and we're going to have photos for an entire year to put on Facebook and on Instagram and to use. They'll all be local, things that people like and engage with. Batch your creation. If you're going to do videos, batch the creation of your videos. If you're doing live stream, like I do live streams here, I have batched all of the topics. I have hundreds of topics that I've been gathering, and I have probably 70 or 80 already outlined for you guys that I'm going to be doing for you. And be flexible, be willing to throw stuff in. You guys have been asking me questions about this specific thing, so I threw this one in the mix right away. Some of you are asking me questions in the comments below. Somebody asked questions yesterday, so I'm actually throwing those in ahead of time, but I'm batching it. I have all of the content created so that when I need to come on live with you guys, I already know what I'm going to teach you, what I'm going to share with you. You can do the same thing. So batch your creation. So I'm really excited for Leads and Leverage members. And if you want to be part of that challenge, you can join us by joining the vault. Link is in the comments, or link is in the description. All right. Number 4. So number 1 was plan ahead. Number 2 is use a content calendar. Number 3 is batch your creation. And number 4 is batch your curation. So set yourself up with links, like bookmark links and stuff to resources, and put content curation time on your calendar once or twice a month, and go and look for content at these resources that you know that you could either share with people because they're interesting and they're relevant to your market, to your people, or you could use it to inspire you to create something else. So Leads and Leverage members actually get like 100 and something pieces of content curated that we give them every single month. And they can go through that. So rather than having to go out everywhere, once a month, they just go through and pick the things that work best for them and their market and use that. So if you're going to be doing that, you can find where they have great articles and great things. You can check the Washington Post, the New York Times, HGTV, House, Pinterest, all these different resources you can check and see. Just put it on your schedule to curate the content that you can share with your community that they would like. All right, you guys. So number 1 is plan ahead. Number 2 is use a content calendar. Number 3 is batch your creation. And number 4 is batch your curation. And Tim is actually asking, what does batching look like? So tomorrow, I'm actually going to teach you guys how to organize all this, how to do all of this. So tomorrow is going to be like exactly what I'm teaching you today, but I'm going to teach you what tools I use and then how I schedule it all and how I put it on my calendar and what I do during that time frame. So the number 5 is think in content tiers. This really, really helps. So think there's 3 main tiers of content that you would use on your page. So this helps, like, especially if you're going to do batching, you can stay in that tier that you're thinking about. So the first tier is educational. What can you teach them? What can you curate that teaches them? What questions, this is a perfect example right here, this video right here, what questions do they have that you can answer and you can help them with? That is educational. The next one is inspirational. Well, there's all kinds of things behind inspirational. What is inspiring? Is it a remodel? Does it inspire them to want to remodel? Is it home tours? Does it inspire them to want to do something different, make a change, move? Is it inspirational quotes? Is it things about local heroes? Is it, different things like that? So around here there's lots that we have, but we have Iron Man and, or the half man now. We no longer have the full Iron Man, but there are so many stories that get shared in our community about people who have really aspired to be an Iron Man, and they're local people. Those are inspirational. And then, like I said, inspirational quotes, inspirational memes, stuff that inspires them to do a remodel, things like that. That's inspirational. So we have educational and inspirational. The next one is community. What are they sharing? Are they sharing their DIYs? Can you encourage them to share their DIYs? Are they sharing their favorite garden ornament? Can you encourage them to do that? Are they sharing, in our area, it's their favorite place to eat? We have like lots of foodie groups around here. I just realized we have a lot of foodie groups around here. And so they love to share their favorite places to eat, the favorite meals at the different places like that. Are they sharing their favorite place to grab coffee? Are they sharing their favorite place to grab froyo or whatever? What are they doing? Encourage them to share it on your page and then use that from your community and share it back on your page. So share from your community, whatever they are sharing with you, share back to your page. Share it out there. So you have educational in your content tiers, you have educational, inspirational, and community. So let me recap this for you guys. First of all, plan ahead. Always be thinking, I don't know how I can use this, but I'm going to take a picture or I'm going to grab it and save it for later. Second, use a content calendar. Know what's coming up, whether holidays or national days of like Cheesecake Day or local events or anything like that. Have a content calendar where you can throw your ideas and your notes surrounding each of those elements so that you can leverage what's going on in your community. Batch your creation. Like I said, collect photos, create content, and leads and leverage members get all of this content in there. Plus, we're going through the challenge of the photos. It's like 21 days of creating photos. I'm excited because we're going to have 12 months of photos done in just 3 weeks, 21 days. So that's going to be awesome inside. And if you want to join us inside Leads and Leverage, all you have to do is join the vault. Link is in the description. The fourth one is batch your curation. Always be curating. You read a good article, you see a good infographic, you see things that this would be really good. I need to share this with people, or it answers a question. Batch that up. And what I mean by batch it is put time on your calendar to go to all the different places that would have these kinds of things and gather them all together all at once. Okay. Then think in content tiers. So this is number 5. Think in content tiers: educational, inspirational, community. All right. So here's what I've done with you guys. If you guys type "send me the key" in the comments and you go check Messenger, you have to opt in. I will send you all the notes for today. I am also sending you the option to get the content calendar. I have a content calendar. It is not content, but it tells you when and what to post on your Facebook business page. That is in there. You have to physically ask for these notes, and then you have to actually click the link to get the content calendar, because I'm going to send it to you via email, but that is in there as well. I wanted to make sure you guys had as much as possible. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be walking you guys through how I organize my content creation so I don't get overwhelmed or go insane. So basically, I can just jump right in and do it. It's kind of the same way I organize my lead generation. It's exactly the same. I make sure that all the stuff that would lead me astray or distract me is no longer there. It's all done and ready to go. So if you guys want to come on, if you say "send me the key" and you respond to Ribbit, I will notify you tomorrow about tomorrow's session. Now, remember I asked you before these 5 things, I asked you to think about what was the most useful for you. And it looks like Dave has already shared, which is just super awesome. Thank you, Dave. The content calendar is huge, and it could be simple. It could be simple in a spreadsheet. It can be in whatever however it works. And tomorrow I'm actually going to show you and walk you through how I use my spreadsheet, etc. Like how I use my spreadsheet, because I use 3 specific tools to do this. And I make it super easy. So it just doesn't seem like work at all. But then when I go to sit down and actually do the creation, it's all there. It's like I'm inspired and it's easy. I'm not getting writer's block. I'm not getting content block. I'm not getting overwhelmed with, gosh, I still have to go do this, etc. All right, you guys, what was most useful for you? That would be really helpful if you would let me know what was most useful for you. I'm going to actually like add this in and say, what was most useful for you? And if you would, please let me know what was most useful for you today. This helps me a lot because then I know, okay, I will go deeper on that one. We'll do another video and I'll go deeper on that one, because quite honestly, all 5 of these areas, I could do like an entire 1-hour workshop on each one of these to really show you how to do it and get into it. And I could do that. I'll have to think about that. Right now I'm doing the live every day in August thing. So we'll see, and I'll try and get as much as I can for you in these. Content calendar is life-saving. That's awesome. Batching your curation. That is amazing. I love the batching process. It's just like, boom. That's exactly what I'm trying to train inside of the membership when we do these 21-day challenges. And this month is how to batch it, because it seems overwhelming to just go take pictures. You're like, I don't know what to take pictures of. That's why we're doing, I actually have like 25 days of themes that we're going to be doing, so people know exactly what to post and have the pictures already. I'm going to start connection with the community today. That is awesome, because you just ask them what their favorite things are. They love that. Tim says the plan ahead part, like taking photos, grabbing things that might be used later, etc. Yes, that is huge. My friend, I mean, I was sort of doing that, but my friend Jennifer is like queen at that. And we were on a trip together, or we were at a conference together, and I was watching her. I'm like, dang, girl, she's got it going on. And so I started picking up that habit, because it just, wow, it was amazing to me. Most useful to me was the 4 tiers, the 3 tiers, educational, inspirational, community. And that way it helps the batching process. Absolutely. Lynn says the ideas of what to post, educational, inspirational, community, especially the favorite shares. That is awesome. Batch your curation for sure. I take tons of pictures as I drive around town. That is huge. Like I don't think you could ever take enough pictures. Like, they're digital. It's not like, just take them. Huge, 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 huge. And Blair wants to know, are you posting this for later viewing? Yes, this is a live stream on Facebook. It will be available in replay, I believe, almost immediately after we get off of it. I think they might have to process something, but it'll be right here for you, available for you. And David says, knowing what local content we need to be searching out. Yes. And David, as a member, one of the things that we're going to be doing, like I said, starting today, so shortly after this live stream, day number 1 of our challenge starts, I'm going to be giving you guys the themes that, like, go take pictures of this stuff today, go take pictures of this stuff tomorrow. So we're going to be having that inside. And like I said, if anybody, you guys want to be a part of that, grab the vault. The link is in the description. All right, you guys. So what was most useful for you? Love that you're sharing that in the comments below. And if you haven't done this already, if you want the notes and the checklist and the resource links and the content calendar, send me the key in the comments and check your message. So type, send me the key in the comments and check your messenger. You guys are amazing. I love you. I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. And like I said, I'm seriously thinking about continuing on after August. But this has been amazing. You guys are giving me really good ideas of what you need help with. This is great. I love this. And I love that I can do that. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow when I walk you through how I organize all this, how I make this happen. So I'm literally only working, it's about 3 hours per month to plan all this. So boom, I just sit down and I've got all the videos done and I've got all my posts done. So we're going to do that tomorrow, you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.